Sponsored by TrueTech Tools. Quality tools, essential support. TrueTechTools.com.
What's up, YouTube? So, I was getting ready for dinner, relaxing, trying to wind down from a hot day of service calls, and get a text message from Rodeniser. New system's not cooling. It's blowing but not cooling. So I don't know rightly what I'm going to find. If it's blowing but not cooling, typically I lean toward the condenser. Simply for the fact that when I wire my float switches, I wire them to shut down everything. So it can't be a drain problem. It would have to be something at the condenser causing it not to run the compressor. Generally speaking, that makes for a fairly short list of issues when it comes to a conventional system. But with a geothermal system, the list has a couple of twists in it. But anyway, I figured I'd share my dirty laundry with this one, just in case it was interesting. So stay tuned and we'll take a peek when we get there. Yes, sir. Right. Yeah, I think that does make... Okay. Right. Right. 10-4. Thank you. Yep, later. Alright. We got water running on the loop. And unless I'm reading that wrong, it looks like a low pressure trip. Can't seem to get the freaking nut off the service valve. So I guess I'll go to that service valve, or that connector. That's nice. We got bubbly stuff right there on the discharge line pressure sensor right there. Let me grab my pressure probes. We show 179 psi on the discharge line. 179 psi is not low pressure lockout to me, but maybe it's a lockout rather than a low pressure situation. Yeah, I got 180 psi on everything. Is there a schematic here to tell me what I'm dealing with? There's no what I say, schematic for what those lights mean, other than it says LP next to the light that's on up there. Maybe it's a fluke, maybe it went to a low pressure situation during operation and it's just equalized now. I don't know. We're fixing to find out. Typically, pulling power to the board will reset faults. That does not appear to be the power. Maybe that's power out. We'll leave the power off for a few seconds and see what we come up with when we hook it back up again. The low pressure light looks to be out for now. Also going to guess that there's a delay in the board. I didn't bring my meter in to check voltage, but there we are. $81. $94. $108. $119. $132. $135. $144. Gonna let it run for a minute, see what it does. $147, and it shows low pressure again. So it's not actually dropping pressure, as I can tell, unless I'm missing something at maybe the low pressure tap up here. I'm going to stick my probe in the inlet water. See what we get for water temperature. Go map low pressure as T2 is outdoor ambient. We got a 63-degree inlet water. $195.6. Would that be low water pressure? Guess I need to check the book for specifications on those trouble lights. Try to understand what's going on there. Starting on page 62. overflow. Troubleshooting doesn't seem to help. Let's see if we can figure out what that means. LP. Sounds like low pressure, not low flow. She started back up on her own. We'll see what the refrigerant pressures do on this cycle. .8 PSI on the suction. 106.5. $118.6. $133.8. It's definitely a low pressure lockout rather than anything else, but it does not appear that there's actually a low pressure issue. And there it goes. When low pressure is flashing, it means it's going to try again. I'm going to jump the low pressure situation out and see what happens at that point. Looks like I could do it from there, but I'm going to do it at the pressure switch. These little boogers are nice. A little spade jumper to give you a piggyback. Oh, low pressure switch just fell apart. Well, that would definitely be a reason for it to fail. Just disintegrated into little pieces. Come on. Lego my ego. Chunks of the pressure switch just fell apart. That's great. And that's a sweat-in pressure switch. That's lovely. Makes you want to punch somebody in the head. And we're going to let it run its course. But that seems like a good enough explanation for a low pressure switch trip as any. tendency to piss me off though. Come on, baby doll. Fire up, please. It looks like our pressure switch is the problem.
And the camera died. I'll get video when I go back to replace the low pressure switch. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, you can use coupon code RARVID and get $10 off your purchase at TrueTechTools.com, or the coupon code RARIDVM for $10 off your IDVM 510 meter. Thanks to the 100-watt Vipers for allowing me to use their music also. You can search for my Facebook group at HVAC with Stephen Rardon, or follow me on Twitter at Juvenile77. Thanks for watching. Check out ibleedr22.com, my new HVACR forum, and my website at www.hvacwithstephenrardon.com.